Okay, this is a representation of a praying mantis. We're going to talk a little bit about praying mantises. So, the praying mantis is a insect that sneaks up on its opponents using stealth and lack of movement. It can kill stuff 3 times the size of its own. Sometimes it kills mice and frogs and even small birds. And what it does, it springs, and see these things here, they open up and stab the what they're looking at. Now, these things were so good they impressed the Chinese. They named a system of kung fu called Mantis Kung Fu after it. Now, around the eyes, it doesn't have 2 eyes like a human. There's about 1,000 to 2,000 hexagonal shaped light receptors in each of the eyes. Now, they're not close enough where it can see all the way around, so it'll move its head. It'll dip its head and it'll do this, and it's also, the head can rotate almost all the way around. So if you look at guys that are practicing praying mantis, they've got their hands in close to mimic this, and they're bobbing their head. They're mimicking the mantis, but they don't know why they're mimicking the mantis. That's why they're mimicking the mantis. So it springs real fast, and it opens up its front arms here, and these things are like knives, and they just impale the things upon it. And then the pincers of the mouth are strong enough to pierce flesh. So after it eats basically, this is like an old trap in Vietnam where people would fall in, and the punji sticks would skewer them and they would bleed out. Much the same way with a mantis. And then after it eats the prey, it cleans its little steak knives there. You can see it clean and picking it clean, almost like licking the knives clean. So, praying mantis kung fu, you'll see them holding their arms up like this. Now, whatever, if you think you don't have the gifts of a praying mantis, but anyway, they can kill 3 times the size of their weight. And you'll see them. They do kill their mates sometimes, but usually that's when the female's hungry. It doesn't normally happen, but they do it. And they're cannibalistic. One will attack the other for sure if they're hungry. And anyway, so there's the praying mantis, and that's the mantis kung fu that impressed people so much in ancient China. And there's about 2,000 species of them. And like I said, don't get hung up on species. It's a division made by man, not one that's necessarily true. There was a very strange film produced in the 70s called the Hellstrom Chronicles. It's like a documentary, and the guy's he's acting like an investigative reporter, and he's talking about how insects are the dominant life form, and they're already taking control of the earth. It's pretty interesting. Anyway, thank you. I'm out.